Egypt is a country from North Africa and is home to some of the most famous, enigmatic, and amazing ancient monuments in the world, with a history of culture and civilization dating back thousands of years. Egypt today has suffered much political and social upheaval in recent years, but it's through its ever-changing and yet time-worn cities that the true heart of Egypt, its extraordinary strength and incredible civilization are on display. That's why today, we shall be taking a look at the top 10 most beautiful cities in Egypt. If you are new here, welcome. Please endeavor to press the like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future educative and informative videos regarding the interesting continent of Africa. With that out of the way, let's begin. Number 10. Dahab. Idle and sleepy, Dahab is a slow city whose main attraction is its palm-lined beaches. The resort city has risen from the shadow of its former self, from a dusty outpost to a modern tourist town. With the influx of tourism, money and development, Dahab may have lost a little of its simple charm, but if you want to spend some time kicking back in a family-friendly city and try some world-class windsurfing, then Dahab is the place for you. Number 9. Port Said. Built out of dust from the construction of the Suez Canal, Port Said was a strategic settlement for trade in the area. Once a seedy city laden with brothels and underhanded trading, the city now attracts visitors with its romantically crumbling grand architecture. You can take a walk along the raised waterfront boulevard that shows off the grandeur of the Suez Canal and take in the incredible feat of human engineering as tankers make their way towards the Med. Number 8. Siwa Oasis. Most people will picture an oasis as a patch of lush heaven in the middle of the desert, and it's exactly what Siwa Oasis is. Overflowing with palms, olive trees, and shady lanes, the city is scattered with sparkling freshwater springs. This ancient town is a real-life time capsule, with donkeys amble along the old roads and mud houses sit on the edge of the desert. It's not easy to reach this cut-off settlement, but your efforts will be greatly paid off. Number 7. Hurghada. If you are craving blue seas, warm breezes, and cool water, head to Hurghada, one of Egypt's premier beach towns. Colorful coral reefs and picturesque sandy beaches make Hurghada the ideal city for a summer break. An urban area where old meets new, Hurghada is Egypt's premier holiday resort destination, with tourists drawn there to linger on the soft sands, enjoy the many delicious restaurants, and explore a slice of history. The old town of El Daha reveals real Egyptian life with its mosques, markets, and networks of narrow lanes. Number 6. Sharm El-Sheikh. The resort city of Sharm El-Sheikh was once a top tourist destination labeled the jewel of the Red Sea. Europeans used to flock to its beautiful beaches looking to catch a tan, have a good time, and get value for money. In recent years, the city has seen a huge decline in tourism, a 70% decline in fact. Political developments have seen the UK place a flight ban to Sharm El-Sheikh, and as a result, the once buzzing city is akin to a ghost town. Hotel rooms are now easy to come by and you won't have to scramble for space on the sand anymore. Number 5. Aswan. Located on the banks of the Nile River, Aswan has been Egypt's strategic base for centuries. Like many other Egyptian cities, it's a stone's throw away from several notable archaeological and historical sites, including one of the most famous of all, Abu Simbel. Located 3 hours outside of Aswan, the iconic statues and towers of Abu Simbel are a common day trip for travelers visiting this part of Egypt. The Nubian village is also located near Aswan on Elephantine Island. Filled with resorts, hotels, and other facilities for visitors, it's easy to spend a night or more at the Nubian village. Aswan is also a great jumping-off point for a Nile River cruise. These relaxing cruises often last 3 to 4 days and are an excellent way to see the ruins and remains of ancient life along the banks of the Nile. Number 4. Luxor. The modern city of Luxor is sitting on the east bank and known as the ancient capital of Thebes on the west bank. The once resplendent city of the ancient world is like a modern-day open-air museum for tourists. The land of this famous city in Egypt, strewn with history, relics, and ancient treasures, with its hotels, restaurants, and museums, the Temple of Karnak and the numerous tombs that dot the west bank of the river are easily accessible from the city center, and it makes a comfortable place to stay. Luxor was once the capital of ancient Egypt, and like most central cities, it has countless attractions. One of the most iconic spots is the Valley of the Kings, an archaeological site that contains more than 60 tombs and burial chambers. Karnak, a massive complex of temple ruins, is also in the Luxor region. Number 3. Alexandria. Alexandria was once one of the greatest cities in the world. This city has a huge lighthouse and an incredible collection of books in its library. Alexandria was established by Alexander the Great. It is a city of epic historical proportions, cultural importance, and integral beauty. This is one of the dusty coastal cities to visit in Egypt, as it is thronged with people. The Citadel of Kite Bay and Library of Alexander are a couple of noteworthy sites in the area. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, a 100-meter structure that looms over the city, is also worth a visit. Alexandria is also known for having some of the best seafood in the world. Number 2. Giza. What was once a city in its own right has been sucked up into the sprawling urban landscape of Egypt's capital. Giza's iconic Great Pyramids, which were the tallest structures in the world before the arrival of skyscrapers, sit on the desert plateau against a backdrop of the ever-encroaching hazy city skyline. The pyramids are one of the world's most iconic ancient wonders, representing Egypt and its links to historic civilization, and therefore Giza is counted as one of the most important cities in Egypt. After the Egyptian civil war, the threat of attacks resulted in fewer and fewer visitors to the city. The pharaoh's tomb, with their chambers and corridors, are open to the public, which makes this city so tourist-friendly. Number 1. Cairo. Cairo is the most popular and largest city in Egypt. This city is home to 22 million people, making it the second most populated city in Africa. Its world-famous Egyptian museum features an incredible collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts and lots of attractions. Cairo is one of the most attractive cities in Egypt, which is why we have it leading the list of the top 10 most beautiful cities in Egypt. What today is a metropolis was founded in 116 AD and is almost 2,000 years old. Ancient Egyptians, Romans, Christians, Muslims, and the Arab world have all passed through it. Its name comes from the Pyramid al-Qahira, which means the victorious city. So there you have it, explorers, the top 10 most beautiful cities in Egypt. Which of these Egyptian cities will you want to visit? Let us know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future educative and informative videos regarding the interesting continent of Africa. Thanks for watching this one. Catch you all in the next.